Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Make It Monday for this week. Today I'm going to play with the Blessings of Home stamp set. It's in the January to June mini catalogue and the Heart and Home DSP. It's a really beautiful bundle. It's on page 58 and 59 in the mini catalogue, and it's just gorgeous, and that's the one I'm playing with today. So I hope you'll like it. What I'm doing a fold back pop-up card. Now this is a card, a fancy fold card I've been wanting to do for ages, and I finally saw one demonstrated by another demonstrator in Australia, in Tasmania. Her name is Julianne Richards, and her tutorial was so good I had to make it for my Make It Monday this week. So this is what it looks like. So I've been wanting to make one for ages. That sort of pops down. So it's basically just your standard Z card, just with a few other pieces in it. And I've used the small floral image from the Blessings of Home stamp set. So I'm going to recreate this card with the same products but different colours. So I shall put my phone up into the holder and we can get started. Okay, so just before we get started on our card, I'm just going to show you, let me just stick that block in there. This is my I'll show you my online card class that's running from now until Easter, which is around the 17th of April. It's using the Waves of the Ocean bundle and the dies. I have used the stamp set to stamp the sentiments, but you will get the class unstamped, just all the die cuts and the new DSP. So that's if you place a minimum $50 order online with me. During the month of March, this is the host code, so attach that to your order, and that helps me get free gifts for you guys when I'm giving out gifts. So these are just two simple standard cards, and this one is it's got a window and it opens up like that. So it's an M card, or I call it a seagull card, but I can't stamp the images. So if you'd like to play with the Waves of the Ocean DSP and the dies, don't forget to, when you place an order for $50, use this host code and I can send that out to you in the mail and a link to a video tutorial. And then this is my next class coming up on Saturday the 2nd of April. It's the Daffodil Daydreams bundle. So we make 4 cards for $25. So if you'd like to come along to that class, that's Saturday the 2nd of April at 1:30. So just let me know so I can put your name down so I can have kits prepared for you. So they're my two classes at the moment, the online one and the one coming up on the 2nd of April. So I'll just make sure that's in view. I'll just fix my camera a little bit. That's a bit better, I think. But is it falling down? I think it is, so let me just try and make it so it doesn't. I think that's got it. Okay, so this is the mini catalogue. Page 58 and 59 is the Blessings of Home bundle, and that's really nice. The paper's gorgeous, the Heart and Home paper, and the stamp set and dies. We're not using the dies today. So yeah, so I'll put that aside. Just make sure it's not, it is falling down, so why is it doing that? Don't want it doing that. Sorry guys. Okay, I think that's okay. Alright, so this is the card. I'll have a look from time to time just to make sure. So it's it's a fold back pop-up card. So it's basically just a Z card, but with a few little bits and pieces going on. So it's quite clever. Okay, so I'm going to do it in these colours this time. So let me just get, so if you want the measurements, I got the tutorial of Split Coast Stampers. So you just Google that card, fold back pop-up card, and you'll get all the measurements here. And that was of Split Coast Stampers. And you can see this tutorial was done with our little otters and the paper we're using today here. Well, that's the one I used on that card. Okay, so that will give you all the measurements, because there's quite a few measurements and I don't want to sort of get bogged down giving you those. I can put them up on the after the video if you like. So if you can't find them on Split Coast, just let me know. So as I said, it's just a basic Z fold. So lie that flat, and I've already cut my paper up. So we're going to go with that, or should we go this way? Which is the one we can see? No, I think I'll go that way. So I shall get my silicone mat and my glue. I like the adhesive glue, the Tombow glue. Gives you some wiggle room if you need it. Okay, just pop that down there and just have your borders equal all the way around. See how with the glue you can just wiggle it so your borders are all even. There we go. So this colour cardstock is Garden Green, and it's one of the coordinating colours in the paper pack, and so is Misty Moonlight. So Misty Moonlight will be one of our retiring in colours, so I'm going to be really sad to see that go because I really like it. I'm a bit of a blue fan. So, but anyway, I'll just check my phone hasn't slipped down. Oh no, it seems to be going okay. Okay, so the next thing we've got to do, we'll just find all our bits and pieces here. Now we don't need one of those, so we'll get rid of those. And we've got, that will be a layer, that will be a layer. This will be a layer, and I don't, because I'm using the pale papaya, I don't think I need this one, I don't. And then this one's going to go here. Okay, so we've got a little bit of cutting to do. So on this piece of cardstock, we're just going to cut it diagonally. No, I wanted to score it, you idiot. Let me just get rid of that. These ones, yes, I definitely want to cut these diagonally. I'll see if I've got another piece of white already pre-cut. I don't think I do though. Let's have a look. So those ones definitely, I want them diagonally. So they're going to go up in my corners, so that's that. So if I do it this way, that will be good, because then my corners will have the floral the way I want them going. See, I managed to figure that one out. So that's going to go like this. Now let me just see if I've got, no, I want that one. So I do need to cut another piece of white. So let me just grab a bit of white. Is that white enough? Oh yes. So I believe it's 2 3/4. No, it's not. It's 2 5/8. That's what it is. 2 5/8. Yes, 2 5/8 square. So I'll just make sure 2 5/8. Yes, so I just need to do 2 5/8 this way. There we go. Now I want to score it diagonally. Score this one. Okay, and then I want to take an inch off from the point. So we'll put that down like that. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to end up with. What a Billy, silly Billy. Okay. I'll make sure my phone hasn't slipped. Yep, it's okay. All right, so we want to now attach pieces of cardstock. So that's going to go on top of that one, and we'll go in there. This one's going to get folded. And I think I do need... I think I've got to do the same thing for that. Anyway, let's just get our corners in first. First things first. I do get a bit nervous doing fancy folds on videos. I don't know why, but I just feel a little bit more pressure, which is a bit silly, but anyway, that's the way I roll. So we're just putting these into the corners. And what you do is you just kiss them here at the points. Okay, so down here. There we go, and the last one. And we shall put that here and just kiss their little points together. There we go. Now we're going to get our contrasting piece of cardstock and we're going to put it, line it up and put it down like that. So this is Pale Papaya, one of the in colours that's carrying over. And that's the colour in the DSP. Now just sort of, that's why I like the glue, we can just sort of play around until we position it in the right spot. There we go. Now let me think. You know what? I was right cutting that off in hindsight. It was this one I've got to trim down. I've got to score it and trim it down. Goodness. So this one, I'm going to put it in my trimmer and score it down. I shall get rid of my cutting blade. So I had done the right thing, cutting that in half. And now this is the one. So line it up with the inch and cut that little tip off. That's the one you want with the scoring on it, honestly, because then you're going to put this here and adhere that folded bit. Yes, right. Okay, so now where's this one? This is the one. It is. So we've got all those things glued at the like ready, so I'll move that over here. We're going to, and I shall get a scrap piece of paper so I don't, that's messy. Let's get one of these ones, so I don't get my grid paper all dirty. because I want to do some stamping. So I've got my Memento Black, and I'm going to use this image from the Blessings of Home. This one's way too big, so this one. Okay, and with it on the diamond sort of shape, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Place your cardstock as a diamond. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm just going to pop that down like that. Beautiful. And I'm going to do these two little ones as well. So there's a little bit of colouring, but I'm just going to put that like that. Like that. Yep. And I will get I use the sentiment from Elegantly Said, this wishing you a wonderful birthday, and I'm going to use that one again. So I'm done with the Memento Black. I will get Garden Green out and put them up there. Then all our stamping will be done. So I just want to have a little practice, make sure my camera is not being silly. And I think from memory I've got to kick it up a little bit to get it straight. I do. So kick it up, get it straight. And I didn't. So let's turn it over and try again. It's really hard when you can't bring your head in over the top. That's not too bad, so we'll go with that. So all our stamping has been done. Now if you can just bear with me, I'm just going to colour my flowers. And we don't have Garden Green as a blend, which is a bit disappointing. So I'm using Old Olive, but I don't think it looks that bad. So that's what I'm using for the leaves, the dark Old Olive and the light Old Olive. So I'll just do that now. And I did say on Friday, I had a funny story about my, about a lizard. We had a blue-tongued lizard in our courtyard, and he's so big. He's about 12 inches long, or 30 centimeters, and he just suns himself. He places himself in Rosie's little bed that's outside, and this does not make Rosie, a little dog, happy. It's like, how dare you? That's my bed. So we have lots of barking sessions from Rosie inside, telling him off to nick off and go away. That's my bed and my sunny spot. That's where I like to sunbake. Anyway, he Friday of last week, when I was leaving to go and visit my mum, I had Rosie with me and went out the front door, and there was the blue-tongued lizard just sitting near the garage door. And I foolishly put the garage door up, the remote, I put it up, and the lizard went inside the garage. So Rosie was barking and I was squealing. And I got Rosie into the car, and I jumped into the car, and I thought, oh, I might back over the top of him. So I didn't know what to do, so I very gingerly backed the car out of the garage. And I didn't sort of go over any bumps, so that was promising. Anyway, when I backed down the driveway, I could see him sticking his little head out underneath the freezer in the garage. So I got out of the car and I thought, where's a broom? I can try and shoo him out. No, he went and hid again. So I thought, okay, that didn't work. So I ended up driving to visit my mum. And when I got home, I thought, I am not putting my car back in the garage until that lizard has been disposed of. Or removed, I should say. So my husband very lovingly removed the blue tongue lizard and took him across. We live opposite a soccer park, football oval, and he took him right across the oval and decided to set him free over in the bush down near a creek. So that was fine. So Rosie and I were happy. Let me tell you, this blue tongue lizard has come inside the doggy door 3 times. So Rosie and I do not like him at all. So that was fine. So we had spent Sunday. Rosie was happy. She could go and sit in her bed in the sunshine. I was confident that the lizard couldn't come into the house through the doggy door. And so everything was happy in the world. In Rosie and my world. Monday morning, I said to Rosie, you'll have a lovely day in your courtyard. The blue tongue lizard's gone. Dad's removed him. You'll be a happy girl in the courtyard. As I went off to work, Mark had a few conference calls to attend to. And about 9:30, I get this message with a video. And there is a blue tongue back in our courtyard, sitting in Rosie's bed outside, sunning itself. And Rosie was not happy. I was convinced it was the same blue tongue, but I don't think it was. Anyway, Rosie has not been happy with another blue tongue in our yard. And yesterday on Sunday, when we had our son and our daughter and her partner here, the bluey was in the garden and Rosie was carrying on like a pork chop. Anyway, we caught this one and procession across the road to the park, over into the creek. I don't think it was the same one. I think it wasn't quite as long. So it will remain to be seen if we get another blue tongue lizard back in our courtyard. I can tell you now, Rosie will not be happy. So that's my funny story about a blue tongue lizard. I swear they've got a homing tracking device on them and come back because my husband loves them. But no wonder he feeds them my strawberries and blueberries. How dare he? No wonder they don't want to go away. Honestly. I don't mind him being in the courtyard as long as he doesn't come inside or disturb my Rosie. I don't like that. Okay. So, sorry, the colouring in's a bit boring to watch, isn't it? So I'm just using Old Olive Light and Dark, Pale Papaya Light and Dark So Saffron. So it's not too fussy with the colouring. If you're ever wondering where to put the dark blend, follow the lead of your stamp. If they've got lines, that's where the dark blend is meant to go. So that's giving you a little bit of a heads up on where to put your dark and light. And then your light comes back over the top and naturally blends into the dark. If you think there's still a bit of a line, just keep blending a bit more. There we go. I think there's a couple of leaves there I haven't attended to. So definitely a couple of leaves I didn't attend to. Let's just get our light old olive. Here we go. So on. Now, dark. So I believe the last chance products list or the retirement list will be out this week. So that will be the retiring products from the current annual catalogue. So keep your eye out for that. I'm really sad that newsletter people that I was using with MailChimp, they were a couple of US demonstrators, and they used to put the template of the newsletters together. I've been using them, it probably is about 12 months. Anyway, all their software and things needed to be updated, and it was going to cost them a lot of money to try and update everything. And so they're not continuing after the end of March. I'm so sad, because it just really made my newsletters. I could do team newsletters and customer newsletters so easily and quickly. So I am very sad that they've had to stop doing that, because I'll have to try and put them together again with MailChimp, and I don't find that a particularly easy program to use. Anyway, we'll survive. It's not the end of the world. So I will attach these little ones to these garden green squares. I thought, I've seen this card. I've seen demonstrators do these cards, and I've seen them on Pinterest, and I thought, oh, they're so cool. I've got to try and learn how to do it. Thinking it would be really complicated. And you know, when you think that, and then you finally get the chance to try it, and it's not complicated at all, and you think, why didn't I do that earlier? So I'll put some on here, because this is the back of my not quite straight sentiment, so this side's much better. Okay, I don't want to bring my head in. And I hope my phone hasn't fallen down too much or at all, because I don't want it to. I'll have to get my husband's strong wrists on that and tighten up my stand a bit. Okay, so that's all my stamping, so I can get rid of that piece of paper, and I can bring this piece in, and I can attach this piece. Okay, and we'll just place that with the little border all the way around. There we go. Now this one, I'll just get my scoring tool, my bone folder, and just run down that, get that a nice firm crease. Now the best way to do this is just to sort of line it up like that, where you could lay it over the top, but the tutorial said to bring it in, and so I'm bringing it in, and then I'm butting these up to the paper. Can you see how I've sort of got that? So I'm just going to put glue here, and then I'll just hold it, and I'm going to put that one over the top like so, and just press down. Keep my glue open for a minute longer. And see how if you've got the contrasting pale papaya, it's quite nice. So just pick a colour out of the whatever paper you're using. Okay. So that's like that. It's probably not quite dry, but anyway. And then you get your two other little pieces. Now let me see which way they go. They would go like this. So I'm going to put one there. And then this one will go like this. So you put your points of your diamonds on, line it up with your designer series paper. So that's easy. Same gap from the top and the bottom. And just put glue on 1/2 of your diamond. So just on that half. So I'm just going to line that up with my paper. See, my 2 points are on my paper, and press that down. And then, okay, then glue on 1/2 of the diamond. And the same again, line it up with your points up with your designer series paper, same gap top and bottom. So they're not quite meeting. You can put them to meet if you wanted to, but I just want to just do it this way. Get my glue. And once that's all dry, see, it's like a triple diamond card. I guess you could call it that too. So that's cool. Now I did put a little bit of Winker Stella on my flowers, just a little bit, just to give it a bit of a sparkle. And I opened it up. So it sits on your shelf or your dresser or buffet in your dining room, the recipient. Just put some there. There we go. And I'm going to get some in colour jewels. Are they the? Yes, they are. So these ones are the pale papaya ones. Where's my little? There it is. So I'm gonna get one. I might put one down here. One over here. I might do 5. Let's try. I don't know whether one on there would be right or not. Look, let's just do it. And then I might put 2 little ones on the top flowers. Actually, I'm going to put one there. Yes. And one over here. There we go. So they're my 2 pop-up fold-back cards. That's the correct name for them. See? No, fold-back pop-up card. Got it back to front. Okay, so I'll just make sure you can see them. Yep. So this is in the Misty Moonlight, using the same paper and the same stamp. And the elegantly said, wishing you a wonderful birthday. There we go. And then this is in the garden green and the pale papaya. Pretty cool. And as I said, the base of the card is just a Z fold card. So that's my Makeup Monday for this week. If you need anything, I'll just move that back. This is the March host code. If you need to place an order, please use that code when you're placing an order. And I'll be back on Friday with my Facebook Live, Card and a Cuppa. So I hope you have a great week. Keep safe and take care. And I'll see you on Friday. Bye for now.